Hello and welcome back. So this is a really exciting video. I am doing a review on the Makeup Revolution Emily Edit the Wants palette, and I'm particularly excited because I have been waiting for Emily Noel to come out with a collaboration for a long time. I really never even thought she would, but I'm very excited. I've watched her for a really long time, I think 9 years, probably on and off. I think she's only the second or third beauty YouTuber that I discovered. So yeah, I really like her. And for how many subscribers she has, she's one of the most real people on YouTube, I think. And I really respect her that she didn't do a collaboration till something that she felt really strongly about. So I already do love Makeup Revolution. I've tried a few things from them. The concealer and their blush palette are amazing. So yeah, I was really excited about this. And I've been using this palette all week long. This review is going to be a little bit different because I'm actually going to show you 5 looks that I did throughout the week. Technically 6 because I'm wearing a 6th one right now. So I've used almost every color in the palette once, and a lot of them I've used way more than that. So first, here's the palette. It's so pretty. It's like a peachy pink color, and it's really sturdy plastic packaging. This is $20 at Ulta, and you could use the drugstore coupon on it. I think I had a 20% off drugstore coupon when I bought this. I got mine in the store. And what's really impressive, I know people love mirrors. Wow. I mean, for a $20 palette, this mirror is amazing. And I think the packaging is really, really nice quality. And I like that it comes open all the way. It doesn't just get stuck, you know, but if you don't have somewhere to do your makeup, this actually would be good because you can, you know, use it for doing your makeup. So let's show you the palette. I'm sure you've seen it a million times, but there it is. And it's beautiful. First thing I want to say is the color selection. I'll show you some swatches here. These are the ones actually that Emily Noel did. I figured I'd just show you her swatches, and if you haven't seen her video, you should, because she did a really good job. The color selection is great. I love that you get neutrals, that you get shimmers, and really good pops of color. Pops of color that I really like. The turquoise, the burgundy, the kind of peachy color, the greens. I'm really excited that this is just not like a warm neutral palette. It's really, really great. So yeah, I think the color selection is fantastic. Emily did a really good job picking out colors for this palette. So let me just tell you a little bit about the formula before I show you the eye looks that I did. So the mattes are really easy to blend. No problems. The mattes are fantastic. I am wearing corduroy, this teal one here, and it took some building up, but it was really easy to blend. I love the mattes. I think they're great because they're not intensely pigmented, but they're not sheer. So you can definitely build them up or, you know, start light. The shimmers, some are more metallic than others. Some are a bit more sheer, and I'll get to that when I tell you about the looks. But I am wearing this green Side Hustle, and it took a lot of building up. There was a lot of fallout while putting this on, but this palette, there may be some fallout while you're putting on the eyeshadows, which is totally okay with me, but there isn't fallout throughout the day, which is something I really, really don't like. I don't like putting on shimmer eyeshadow and then 3 hours later looking in the mirror and having shimmer down here. If it's fallout while I'm putting it on, I don't really care about it. All right, so let me show you the looks that I did. Let me just tell you about the one I'm wearing now. So like I said, I'm wearing Side Hustle on the lid. I'm wearing corduroy in the outer V, a tiny bit of this one, dark and early. And then for blending, I used this cool tone brown Hobby. That's maybe more neutral. It's not totally cool. I would say neutral brown. So yeah, there it is. I loved the mattes, but I do think this shimmer, it would have worked better if I'd wet my brush, but I didn't know that. It was my first time using this shimmer. But yeah, for Side Hustle, I think definitely use a wet brush or glitter glue because there's a lot of shimmers in it and they were falling everywhere while I was putting on the eyeshadow, but that's okay. it was easy to clean up. So another look I did was a really easy, and the rest of these looks were really easy everyday looks. This was me in a hurry. This was not me being a makeup artist, so don't judge me. Okay, so I did top story on the lid with just Midwest and a little bit of hobby in the crease. Really easy everyday look, totally simple. But I did love the gold top story. It has a bit of bronze in it. It's really pretty color. Okay, now one look, I didn't love the way it turned out. I think that was user error. That was my fault because I think I did too much. I usually only do one shimmer on the lid and mattes in the crease. I'm not super good at blending out different shimmers together. And that's what went wrong in this next look where I tried to do a purple fade. So I started with Eve Rose and then Belle Violet in the middle and Pizzazz on the outer V. And then I blended those out with Prayer and maybe a little bit of Laugh Cry. So I feel like these purples, particularly Eve Rose and Belle Violet, were a little bit on the sheer side and it just didn't all blend very well together. But again, that may have been my fault. Another look that again, I think I went with too many shimmers. Cupcake was on the inner part of my lid and then Heartbeat was on the outer part. Heartbeat is really pretty, very pigmented. Oh, and then I think I had Prayer in the crease. Cupcake is a little on the sheer side and it's more of a satin. It's not like a metallic color, but it was really pretty. So I did actually like this look. Okay, for my two favorite looks that I did, I absolutely loved this one. So I used this metallic green Grateful right there on the lid. And I think I combined all three of these mattes here together for the crease and I loved it. That green shimmer is amazing. That one is super metallic. You don't even need 2 layers. I did do 2 layers, but it wasn't necessary. And then the last look, also a favorite. I loved it. I used Good Vibes, this kind of burgundy on the lid, and then I did Love Tons and a little bit of Cheer and Laugh Cry, blending it all out. Oh my gosh, I loved it. Good Vibes is a beautiful burgundy color. It's really intense. I really liked that look. It turned out really well. I didn't need to spray the brush, nothing like that. So out of the looks that I did, definitely, today's is definitely a favorite, although Side Hustle is slightly harder to use. But the looks with Grateful and Good Vibes, those colors were amazing. Some of the other, and Top Story is really, really good. Some of the other shimmers are a little on the sheer side and do need a bit of building up, but the mattes are super consistent, really easy to blend out. So yeah, basically I really, really like this palette. I think that the quality of the eyeshadows is very, very good. Some of the shimmers could be more intense. You know, they're not the Juvia's level metallic. Some of them are, but not all of them. So that's kind of the only downfall of this palette. I wish all the shimmers were as metallic as that burgundy and that green that I showed you in those looks. Some of them are a little bit more sheer, but you can build them up. And I was in a huge hurry this week. I did not do any spraying of the brush or using glitter glue. But if I had, I'm sure they would have been more intense. I was just in a hurry and I did not feel like doing that. But I think the matte eyeshadows are really, really nice in this palette. They blend so easily, and even these darker colors that I'm wearing today, I was nervous about that. I don't do a lot of dark looks because honestly, I am not that good at eyeshadow. I'm not that good at blending. So the fact that I feel like I got this eyeshadow look to work is saying a lot, because when I do really dark looks, sometimes it's not that good, but this one I do really, really like. And I think the packaging is amazing. Size-wise, I don't love huge palettes. Let me give you a little size compare. Kind of like a standard size palette would be the chocolate bar. This is a lot bigger than that. As you can see, it's a pretty big palette. So, you know, if storage is an issue, that may be a little bit more difficult. It's not terrible. It's not as big as a Morphe palette, but Yeah, it's a pretty big palette, but you do get a lot of colors. So yeah, that is what I think about the Wants palette. I really, really like it. The shimmers aren't perfect, but overall it's a really good palette, great color selection, and I love that it's affordable and still high quality. Emily did not skimp on that, and the packaging, they did not skimp on that. This is really sturdy. I don't think that this is going to be, you know, falling apart anytime soon or anything like that. So yeah, let me know what you think. Do you watch Emily Noel? A lot of people do, obviously. Although I'm surprised she doesn't even have 1 million followers. That's pretty shocking to me. Yeah, did you get this palette or did you get the face palette? I did decide to skip out on that just because I have a Makeup Revolution blush palette. I do really love it, but I have plenty of highlighters and bronzers and face powders, so I did not need that. So yeah, those are my thoughts, and thank you for watching.